The command echoed like a challenge. "Get out of here." The new girl froze, caught in a sudden trap set by her own unit. Soldiers closed in, their voices sharp, their movements precise, convinced they were cornering an inexperienced rookie. Her chest rose and fell with calm, measured breaths. Their assumption was their first mistake. Beneath the uniform, beneath the quiet exterior, she was the top Navy SEAL in the unit, and they had no idea. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who's listening. Dust swirled in the late afternoon sun, particles glittering like tiny stars caught in motion. The air vibrated with tension, the kind that makes hairs stand on end. She assessed her surroundings, the distance between her and each soldier, the subtle weight shifts in their stances, the faint glimmer of impatience in their eyes. Her heart was steady, but the mind raced, planning, calculating, anticipating. One wrong move for them could be painful. One wrong move for her could change nothing at all. The soldiers thought they held the advantage. Laughter and murmurs filled the space, echoing off the walls, taunting her. She allowed herself a brief smile, almost imperceptible, a flicker of amusement at their overconfidence. Years of missions, of silent reconnaissance, of impossible extractions, had taught her that the boldest threats often came cloaked in ignorance. They were about to learn that lesson the hard way. Her fingers twitched against the fabric of her uniform. She could see every micro-expression, every shift in their weight, every attempt to anticipate her reaction. Her mind raced back to every grueling exercise, every sleepless night. Every time she had been underestimated and triumphed. They think I'm a rookie. They think I'm vulnerable. They are wrong. The first move was almost imperceptible. A step to the left, a subtle shift of weight, an adjustment in stance. Out. The soldiers hesitated, sensing a change, but not understanding it. Then, like a tide turning silently yet forcefully, she moved. Hands precise, movements fluid, she incapacitated the nearest soldier with controlled force. His surprised gasp barely escaped before he hit the floor. The others blinked, confusion replacing arrogance. Her training had made this instinctive, almost poetic. Every motion was calculated, every action deliberate. Every response measured to maximize efficiency and minimize unnecessary harm. The room seemed to slow, dust floating lazily in the sunlight, as one by one. Each soldier found themselves outmatched, not by brute strength alone, but by unyielding discipline and expert skill. The onlookers, a few more experienced SEALs observing the exercise, could barely contain their awe. Whispers and murmurs spread through the ranks. Some covered their mouths in shock. Others stared wide. Even seasoned veterans realized the enormity of what they were witnessing. The quiet, underestimated newcomer was the deadliest operator in the room. A moment of moral tension struck her as the last soldier hesitated. He was struggling, overwhelmed, yet she could finish this in a second. Her eyes softened, a silent reminder that true strength includes restraint. She chose control over cruelty, skill over malice, and in that choice, the lesson became clear to everyone. Power tempered by discipline earns respect beyond fear. Finally, the room fell silent. The soldiers who had trapped her now stared in awe, humbled, astonished, and a little embarrassed. The new girl straightened, dusted her uniform, and allowed herself a faint, quiet smile. Recognition was not her goal, yet it flowed naturally from her presence. She had walked in underestimated, and walked out unforgettable. Because true respect isn't demanded, it's earned silently. It's through skill, courage, and the courage to be measured even when the world expects recklessness. Sunlight illuminated her path as she stepped away from the group, leaving stunned faces behind. The quiet SEAL had reminded everyone that assumptions are dangerous, underestimating someone trained for the impossible even more so. And as she disappeared into the shadows of the training yard, the murmurs lingered, a testament to the woman who had turned an ambush into a display of silent mastery. If this story moved you, share your thoughts below, and subscribe to Whispered Words for more stories that stay with you long after the last word is spoken.